Am I coming through all right? Is the mic working? Assuming so, we'll see. Anyway, we're going to play some Veilguard tonight because I might have given in to the sale and bought it for PC even though I already have it for console. So we're going to be... Oh, really? How's that? I don't think the music's too loud. Let me see if OBS went high or something. Because I haven't played this before, so... At least not on PC before. So let me check OBS. That's pretty high. Let's put it down there and see if that helps. Um, um, yeah. All right. We'll figure it out once we get into the actual game and stuff. Who knows? I may need to go in there and fiddle with it. But yeah, we're going to play this because it's a chill game for me. I've already 100%ed this on console. Oh, hello. I don't know who that is, but welcome. Thank you for following. um, wow. Hello. Welcome. But yeah, we're going to play a little bit of this on PC, see how it goes. I will be using a controller, which is plugged in, but for character creation, I'm using my mouse right now. So let's go ahead and switch. Warning for half naked dude, I guess, because I'm not quite finished with him. But yes, here is my boy. Oh, nope, I need to move my little cat. We might be moving things around again just to make sure everything's in good place. Yes. All right, so I've mostly gotten him to where I want him. I'm using mouse and keyboard just for this part, just to make sure I can get all the fiddly bits done. But I am going to give him some... He's going to be a crow. I've already played the... Granted, I've already played most of the backgrounds, and I've played most of the styles as well, but I haven't tried the crow version of mages yet, so I am making him an elf because elves have some really interesting story beats in Veilguard. And I'm going to be making him a crow, because my brain is like, if you're going to use the crow mage abilities, you should be a crow. And since I want to try being a crow mage, hello Azu, then I am going to be a crow because that's just how my brain works. Yes. And I've done all of them so far. I really like most of them. But yes, tattoos. He is going to be a crow, so we're going to give him crow-themed tattoos. But first we're going to get all of these up so we can see everything. And color is going to be... No, let's make it a really... Is that? No, that's more of a dark blue. Yeah, that doesn't really work either. We'll just make them full-on black. There we go. Let's see. So there's a few on here that are specifically like faction themed, which I really appreciate. There's this one, let's see, for crows, I believe, and then this one, which is really nice. And what's really nice too is if you don't want the chest. Good. Yeah, to be fair, I have literally 100%ed this game on console already, so I kind of know what's going on. I know sometimes the trolls come out with this game, so I figured I should put the backseating warning on here just in case. So we've got this one too, which that little feather right there. What's really nice too is you can see here you can get rid of certain designs. Like if I don't want a chest tattoo, I can just get rid of it, which is really nice. Why does he look like he has a 5 o'clock shadow? I may need to change the complexion. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go through. There's that. And like this one, that's definitely like a Grey Warden one because it's got the griffins, which, you know, this is... Yeah, this is a crow one. It's got the crow on the band on the ankle and the... I kind of like that little tattoo in the middle. The crow on the back. That one's a nice one. Let's see. And then, of course, these ones that are definitely pirate-themed for the pirate faction, so, you know. And, of course, the ones with skulls for the death faction, as you can see. Let's see. And then that one's definitely to Vinter. But what we want... That's more to Vinter. We want crow-themed. So do we want to go... this one or with this one? Kind of like the detail on this one. Well, except I don't want the crow head on the chest. Let's get rid of the chest design. There we go. And you can also do facial tattoos, which are pretty cool, but sometimes don't entirely match with the rest of them. Let's see. There's that one. Let's see. I wonder. Yeah. All the designs are. And then I want it matched body tattoos. There we go. And we don't have to do facial tattoos, though I will say we get Velaslan as elves, but I don't think it would really work for a crow elf since he's quite likely a city elf, which if you know Dragon Age lore, you know what that means, but there's that too. So I'm not gonna give him, I might give him some scars, but I'm not gonna give him a facial tattoo. Scars. Let's see. I wonder, the crow mage uses a lot of lightning. So I might give him some lightning scars, like this one. That might be interesting, actually. Because you can also do lightning scars on the body as well, as an option. They've got a lot of different ones. You can see ones that are like specifically, obviously, for scarification purposes, if people wanted that. Or burns. This one I think is meant to have been made by like an octopus or something for the, or even a squid. To be fair, squid are much more dangerous than octopus. But you can tell, like, that's what that's supposed to be for. Probably for the, pirate faction. Might go with the, let's see, where's the, and you see more scarification focused ones here as well. Yeah, exactly. But and actually this one I'm using on my Kunari on my console right now because he's Mournwatch, so he's all death themed. There we go. And then more lightning scars. Let's see. Like you got hit with lightning. Which makes sense if you know, mess around with lightning as part of your skill set. how's the... yeah, I might... Okay, what's the intensity? Intensity is 75, discoloration 20. I want them to kind of match, so we're gonna... Might do a little more there though, and I think it needs to be a little... Let's see. Match 20 stars. They look a little gray is the problem for me. Yeah, Squeenix is having a sale too. So many things are on sale right now. It's so bad for the wallet. I also made his hair dark purple instead of fully black. Because, you know, might as well go with the all actual colors of the crows, right? Yeah, I think I'll leave the scars like that. I can always go in and change it once I'm in the game too, which is really nice. There we go. So I've got lightning scars, I've got the tattoos, and I've got the lightning scars on the face. There we go. I don't need paint. I don't plan to do paint. And I've already given him a little bit of eyeliner. No full makeup or anything. So, you know what? I think that's good. Yeah. You're going to be a dude. There we go. Let's see. So we are going to continue. I will be switching to my controller here in a hot second just because I just wanted to use my keyboard and mouse for this part because it means I can be a little more finicky with the details. Alright, we are going to be... So there's options. This is the aspirational armor, okay? And basically it's like, hey, this is what you're going to get, but what we're going to start with is this. And then this is what we wear at home, basically. But you'll notice that we are currently a Grey Wardens, because we have to choose our faction in the next one. But we're going to be a mage. You can explore as well and see what your options are going to be. My playthrough on console right now is Death Callers, so I'm not going to do that one. I've already done Evoker. That was actually the first one I did. So I'm going to be a Spellblade this time and see what happens and see how it goes. I can always change it later, but I really want to try it because I liked the other two mage classes. Yeah. Continue. And these are the factions. These factions are going to influence, this is basically your backstory and what you can choose, your reputation, what abilities you have best, and other little bits and pieces. They don't really affect too much more than your backstory and some conversation choices. And of course, certain sets of armor that you'll get access to, like my dude here. So I've already done Grey Wardens. Yep. There's Veil Jumpers. I haven't been a Veil Jumper yet, but I'm gonna save that for a different playthrough. Well, I mean, I haven't been a Veil Jumper yet, but no, I'm gonna be a crow this time because I want to be a crow mage. There's Shadow Dragons. I was actually Shadow Dragons first round through, and that was a really good one. It had a lot of lore stuff. Here's the pirates. As you can tell, with all the gold and jewels and bear skin. Mornwatch, which is very much necromancy and all that based. And crows. Yes, I am going to be a fancy schmancy crow this time. Which means my last name is going to be Deriva, because you can only choose your first name, you can't choose your last name. Open, and this is all their little abilities here. Yes, but this is the backstory. You get a little thing, and it basically tells you, hey, this is what happened, and this is what's going to. So, assassin extraordinaire, when the invaders of Treviso took people captive, Rook was determined to free the prisoners at any cost. A talented new crow, recently promoted to full membership, Rook chafed at the cautions of his commanders, especially with his city occupied by brutal soldiers known as the Antam. When Rook saw a patrol herding along captives one night, he leapt into action. Despite saving lives, however, Rook had unknowingly compromised a larger crow operation against the Antam. Rook's superiors were incensed. Sidelined for his actions, the young assassin searched for new ways to prove himself. And in this case, what happened is he was picked up by, this says it's a balanced combat experience, but I have been playing on Keeper, because it's also a balanced combat experience, but it means your reaction times don't have to be intense. Because I'll be real honest, my reaction times are not great. So, and there we go. So let's see.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, we'll do that. Because we don't... We'll go with this, like, more British accent simply because, like, the Crows are Antivan, which means they have more of a, Italian-ish accent, because that's kind of what Antiva's based on. Yeah. So, Deriva, I already got. I'm going to... I kind of want to name him something to do with crows. Does anyone have any ideas? I don't want to go with just, like, Raven. Because that's just a little too on the nose. If anyone has any ideas, feel free to, you know, say so. So am I. I actually, usually, I'll be real honest, sometimes, which I'm probably going to do right now. I am going to, probably check behind the name real quick. This is what I do with anything that I'm trying to, like, name, because I'm like, I want there to be an actual meaning behind the names, right? So going to behind the name, which is just behindthename.com, it gives you a list of names. It'll also give you, like, the history of names, where they come from, what they're derived from, and what they mean. So I am going to... Meaning... Crow. You guys just get to look at my crow right now and see, as long as, you know, the internet holds out. And so many people already do the name, like, Corvus and stuff. Crawford? Crawford is a place derived from a place meaning Crowford. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Rocco. That's Vasco. Well, we've already got people with similar names in the Crows right now, so that's probably not a good idea. Coronis. Derived from the Greek koron, meaning crow. I wonder if there's one for, like, raven. Oh, there's a lot. From Bran, Branwyn, Brennus, Corbin. Fishin, Ficna. Let's see. Raffin, Raffnilda, Corbinian. Oh. Roan. Oh, that's interesting. Apparently Roan used to be Wolfram. Wolf Raven. That's interesting. Yeah, Karasu is Japanese for crow. But kind of want to go with... I mean, there's this Gaulish name, Brennus. There's Corbin and stuff. Guntram. Of course, there's a lot of German and Icelandic ones because that makes sense. Sycorax? Interesting. I know that was created by Shakespeare, but I didn't realize it meant, like, raven. Fascinating. Actually, let's try something. Let's see. Try something for Blade. This is probably really boring, but also I really want a name that'll actually make sense. Let's see. Gonzalo. Spanish and Italian names are probably... Apparently there's Nero. Let's see. Italian. Let's see if there's anything that it looks interesting. Candido. Carmelo. Cassio. Cassio's a cool name, but I don't want to be named after Othello's lieutenant. I don't want to get Shakespeare right here. They're already Shakespearean enough, let's be real. Yeah. Anacleto. What does it mean, though? Invoked. Someone's invoked me. If you know my name, someone's invoked me and brought me to you. Dario's already a name of a character. You know what? I'm really tempted to name him... You know what? We're gonna name him Dante, just because I can. Dante Deriva, because I actually find that really funny. So we have Dante Deriva. Yes. We're gonna do my Inquisitors. Okay, so which Inquisitor am I gonna make is the question. I've already made my Elven Inquisitor. And I don't want to do that one this time. I think I'm going to... Oh yeah, I forgot. This is what it looks like when you make a character in Inquisition, actually. They give you the options here. I'm going to make one of my favorite Inquisitors. Oh, hi, baby. Are you gonna come up here? Let's see. She was a redhead. Very pale, freckly redhead. Where's the freckles? Sweetheart, you're sitting right next to me, and I can't tell if you want up or not. And of course, Vitiglio, not Vitiglio. But, yes, hi. Yes, she was very freckled. Make up your mind. Are you going to get on my lap or are you going to not? You're just sitting here with your paws on the chair. I don't know why, in this light it always makes them look like they have 5 o'clock shadows. It's really weird. Her face works, actually. She's just gonna have to have different hair and different eyes. Body shape. She's strong. She was a warrior. She was swinging around a great sword. She's strong, girl. Proportions. Height. She was pretty short, actually. Relatively short. She big, though. Skin tone we don't need to do. Eyes. I'm trying to remember. In Inquisition, she had green eyes, or at least hazel eyes. And actually that works, yeah. She was a bit of a redhead. Let's see. Go for those eyebrows. We'll probably have to change the those eyelashes are pretty. We'll have to change her mascara. We may have to change the color of her eyebrows once we get her hair situated. Let's see, color, hairstyle. She was... She had almost a carrot. Like, this was the color, I believe, yeah. And then, let's see. She had a bun. And it may have changed since then, because it has been years since the Inquisition happened. So I kind of want to give her something a little less constrictive. Hi, babies. Now you're here too. Both cats are here. They have officially arrived because I'm talking to someone that's not them. Let's see. Could do long hair. I'm not a huge fan of that. Oh, hi, baby. Hello. Are you saying hello? Are you saying hello? He was at least purring into the mic, so. Oh, that's a cute little braid on the side there. Can you hear him? You're so loud, baby. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Oh, actually, there's my bun, but with a little bit less of a... Oh, I like that. Okay. Okay, baby. I love you, but Mama also needs her hands, so... Okay. Yeah, we don't want to go in too much detail, because let's be honest, it's very different from... And she does have a facial scar. I remember giving her a facial scar, so... You can barely see it, honestly. Because she is a frontline fighter. So she has scars. frontline girl. Works. I've got one cat sitting over here and turning his back to me because he's mad. And I've got another one laying right at my feet wanting belly rubs from my toes. Alright. She looks good. Let's continue. Evelyn was her name, yes. Let's see.
It's good to see you again.
No, she had the British
It's
voice.
good to see you again.
Yes, there we go. Go. Finalize. Yes. I'm not going to do too much simply because while she shows up and it's important, she's not going to, like, be with us throughout the game. Okay. Evelyn romanced Cullen, so we'll choose him. Evelyn disbanded the Inquisition, and she vowed to save him from himself because she was like, he's my friend. I don't want to give up on him. So there's that. Oh yeah, and she got her arm cut off, so now she has a replacement. You'll notice it's basically magicked wood. You know, spoilers, I guess, for Inquisition. But if you're watching this, why are you like, I'm assuming you don't mind spoilers, because there's going to be a lot of spoilers for the other Dragon Age games in this, y'all. Finalize, yes. Okay, we've got Dante. So we've got Dante Deriva, who is an elf. Mage with the Antivan Crows. We have custom background. There we go. Yes. Alright, and now we're going to have to switch to controller because I can't play this game on mouse and keyboard. And you can hear the game all right and everything. Hopefully it's not too loud. We might have to check once we have it.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Here we go.
Let's try this again. Where's Veilguard?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
So, these two choices here are basically, are you going to just beat down everyone? I may need to turn the game down then. Or talk it, or be diplomatic, which my crow boy, he is an assassin. He's not going to, he could, but he's not going to beat the entire bar down. So...
It's not a demand, it's an offer. Telling me what I need to know is the smart play here.
How'd you figure, sweet talker?
Veilguard is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I need to know where she is. We were supposed to meet here, in your bar. But you let Venatori cultists drag her away.
I didn't let them. They paid me.
So answer my questions and walk away with the coin. or spend it cleaning up the place when I'm through. Your
As much
choice.
as I would love to beat down these
You're
Venatori,
adorable.
and the beatdown seems really good.
Dumad Plaza.
It doesn't fit with the
That's where
character.
you'll find Nev Gallus.
Thank you.
You want to get yourself killed fighting the Venatori? It's your ass.
That offer's good for all of you too. No?
If they won't listen to you, they can always listen to Bianca.
They're like, nah.
Your friend
maybe
Nev
not."
Gallus is at Dumont Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although for the record, you might be too charming for your own good.
Says Varric. And they've kind of gone back to the, in Inquisition, they had tried to change the system a bit, but in 2, they had this thing where, like, you know, this is the good response, this is the stoic response, and this is the sarcastic response. My boy is gonna be sarcastic as all get out, because honestly, that run is so funny.
See, you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Don't get cocky.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right, break's over.
And also, fair warning, y'all.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
Yeah. So, I am not claiming to be, as much as I've played this game, I am not claiming to be an expert fighter. I'm not claiming to be an expert mage or anything like that. So don't expect me to be like min-maxing anything or anything like that, because that's not happening. I am literally just going to be doing what I enjoy doing. And we are not going to go through every codex, because that would just be insane. There's a lot of them. So this one's important though, because we're actually going to be meeting Viago later. So this is from Viago, who is a crow. He's one of the Talons, so he's one of the main people of the crows. Idiots, I hope you're reading this. If the trail really has led you to Tevinter, it'll be harder to get messages through. The Antam and Antiva are prickly about anything to do with our neighboring kingdom. Back home, things have cooled, but they are not forgotten. Killing all those Antam may have felt righteous in the moment, but the Talons are still complaining that your actions ruined weeks of setting up a larger, more effective strike. I am one of the Talons still complaining. Consider this trip with Varric a contract. Crows don't fail contracts, especially crows from House Deriva, who may need to improve their judgment. But there is more at stake than honor. Whatever this Solus is up to needs to be stopped. I've seen enough of his handiwork to know that. Don't get careless out there. Don't fail. And don't get yourself killed, or I will come after you in the Fade myself. Love, Viago. I added the love because we all know that he meant to put that there, but you know. So, you'll notice that this is Viago Deriva. He is from House Deriva, and Deriva is also the house that you are from as a crow, if you choose the crow path, which I did. So what this means is this is probably, if not someone related to me, he is part of my house and one of my superior officers, and quite likely the person who either adopted me into the house or at least just trained me. And we will be meeting him later, so... Oh, that's fun. Okay, how is sound, y'all? Just to double check before we get into the part where there's going to be a ridiculous amount of we're gonna go to here to audio. Voiceover, mute sound. We don't want. I might turn the global volume down a bit. And do that. We don't want surround sound. We'll leave that as it seems to be working. Okay. Let me, wait a minute, did OBS do something again? Did you do something again? I mean, the mic seems to be working just fine. Maybe it's because of the mic itself. I don't know. I've turned it up on the mic, so we'll see. Oh, hey. I should probably put chat up here somewhere. Actually, let's see where I should. No, I don't want to save right now, please and thank you. Put chat somewhere where I can actually be seen. Well, I probably won't know that until we get to the part with all of our abilities and stuff. We'll see. Right. So welcome to Moon House. Magic capital, basically.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Yep, we're certainly gonna try, aren't we?
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumas Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out! Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
When the veil comes down completely,
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demons. Here they come. I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process. Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move!
They're the ones who made trouble at the ball.
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier along the way. More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Crows have taken out contracts on them. Nasty bastards.
Yep, that's them.
All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Neb Gallus! Kill them all! Venatori, take your revenge!
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Alright, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think in straight lines.
Nice to meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the Canal District must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solus...
And that is Elven, which is what I am this time round. There's Dwarven, which is Harding and Varric right there. There's Human, which is Nev, and then there's Kunari, which are the giant folks with the horns, right? And I've played all of them, but I've found that the two races that have a lot of like lore related. Are we good? Are we bad? Hello, hello? We're good now? Okay. Why did the cats bump my mic or something? Because yeah, that's weird. Anyway, there's the 4 races, right? And I've played all of them already, right? And while I do have my personal favorites, lore-wise, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. But lore-wise, the oh gosh. Oh, really? That's weird. But anyway, lore-wise, elves and dwarves in Veilguard in particular has some really interesting conversational lines just because of certain things that actually happen within the game itself. So, speaking of my cat model, is it okay here in the corner? Is it covering anything y'all want to see or anything? Okay. Yes, actually, in the games, there's a lot of racism towards other races. Elves, there's a whole thing about the against elves and everything. It's like really deep lore, and same with Kunari. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So if you are in certain, but the thing is that even if you're human or dwarven, there's also going to be like if you go to a predominantly elven area, like you do in one part of the game, and you're human, there's going to be a few people going like, what are you doing here? You know? So it's just one of those things. It's mostly a historical thing, but there are a few things that happen. But this isn't so much related to like the racism part, but more along the storyline part, considering who we're fighting and why we're fighting. And also there's another part with the dwarven stuff that's kind of to do with Harding later. So you get some really interesting storyline beats. And also, depending on your background, you get some really interesting storyline beats as well. Yeah. Let's see.
Or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself. What's the plan?
He wants to bring down the Veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
Yeah, breaking boxes and stuff is important because while we might not be Link, much like in Legend of Zelda, when you break things, you get stuff from them. Again, I have played this so much.
We can slide down the line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
Poor Varric.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Alright, there's stuff
Looks
back
like the
here.
Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
All the nooks and crannies. You want the gold to buy stuff. Something there. Yes, all these dead people. Venatori are good riddance, but the regular civilians not so much. My favorite attack, which is like annoying because it takes so much mana.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
And there's something to look at over here.
Venatori. They must have tracked the magic to
Yeah,
this building
no.
as well.
And then the demons found them.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch.
Yes, I agree with you, Varric. When you sprint and then hit one of the attack buttons, so my basic attack is, well, I'm on an Xbox controller, so my basic attack is, well, you run, you sprint, and then if you hit like Y, you do an attack right out of your sprint. And it looks a little different, like, because with mages you have a staff, but you can also switch to your secondary, which is an orb and a knife, and you get a different one. And I'm actually going to be using, yeah, and then there's a different one for X right there too. But I'm going to be using probably going to be using my knife and orb a lot because the class
So this is the Dread Wolf's hideout.
that I want is
One of
very
them, at
focused on
least.
the knife because
Not
of
sure
course
how
it's a
long
pro
he's been
class.
here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Manrathus itself.
Let me know if y'all have trouble hearing the game audio too. Ah yes, Solus and his murals.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
That's another thing. There is slavery in this world as well, but technically Tevinter's the only area that like still buys and sells slaves, but of course, you know, you can find it in other areas. It's just not legal, if that, you know.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Honestly,
Well, that
Dragon Age
sounds
lore
ominous.
can get real dark. So, yeah. What's really funny is a lot of people before this game even coming out were complaining about how, oh, it's not dark enough, it's not this, it's not that. And then like in one of our first
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much, at least.
But there's a part where like basically from the very beginning you end up in a space where they're like just massacring people. So oh, now it wants me to use that. That's the thing about the Orb and Dagger is like you don't have as much of a length, I guess, on it, so you have to get up much closer.
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Air's full of magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Solus, the Dreadwolf, Fenharel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Juggles.
Yeah, Varric has names for everyone.
Nice work.
Let's see what's on the other side.
This is Solus's area. Yeah, he called him Chuckles because Solus, in Inquisition, Solus was one of your companion characters, as was Varric. And in Inquisition, Solus was very much like the aloof scholar who was always serious, rarely made any jokes or anything like that. Ooh, look at the water effects.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian.
Ooh.
They're elven and very old.
That looks
It acts like a
even better
doorway
on
from one
PC
place
than
to
it did
another.
on, my
Solus
console.
uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Alright, here we go.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. We've never seen anything like
And
it.
there we go.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
And that's the thing too, is depending on what weapon you use, you leave something like with knife and the orb, I can leave something called an arcane mark. And if I hit them enough, I get leave an arcane bomb. And the arcane bomb actually does more damage if I hit with my knife after I put it on them. Whereas the staff, depending on the staff, can do things like
We get
if
tremors
it's cold
every time
damage, I
one of
can
those big
freeze.
crystals at the
If
ritual
it's
site lights up.
necrotic damage, I
Not
can
many of them
poison,
left to
you know,
light.
so on and so
Might want to
forth.
hurry.
It really just depends. When played the mage the first time. Again, I haven't finished playing the necromantic specialty very much. That's what I've got going on the console right now. But my my very first playthrough was
Almost there.
a Shadow Dragon's mage, and I got to the point where I like had all these things that allowed me to I just had so much mana, and I was like an AoE spellcaster, so I was basically controlling the battlefield, right? And it was so much fun. So we'll see, because like I think the necromantic specialist is kind of like in the middle, and then the crow mage is more of a close combat one. Like that. So it'll be interesting to see the differences. Now we're about to go into a big boss battle for the tutorial.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Going to be doing a lot of dodging. Ow. See, I just put necrotic poison on him because of my staff.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
Ow!
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
The only problem with being a mage at the very beginning is you're so squishy. You're so squishy.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
I've done both of these before. It's basically the same thing. It's just one's like, hey, maybe this shouldn't be done, and also maybe we could. Sure.
We've got your back.
And see, there's you get where you get your first approval and disapproval.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
Also, if you're wondering who Bianca is, Bianca is his crossbow. His very fancy schmancy crossbow.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen.
I didn't realize how amazing the graphics would be just by being on PC. Because, like, it's really good on my Xbox already, honestly. But I don't know if it's because I'm closer to the screen or what, but it looks really good on
It is
PC.
what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
I am also a mage. So I'm going to bring Harding with me.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Again, it's one of those decisions where it doesn't really mean much. There will be a few little things that happen later based on it, but I've done all of them so far, so mostly just going with what the character probably would have done.
This is it!
Bring down that scaffolding!
Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
I'm with you!
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
There we go.
Push!
I said, uh-oh, and both of my cats were like, oh, did you drop food? Did you drop something? Yep. That's not good.
Oh no, no, no!
Harding!
Yeah.
Let's go! This way!
And here we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Dragon Age, the Veilguard.
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual,
And now I get
the
to be
magical energies
snarky.
pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
I'd like to wake up now.
So all I have to do to get away from you is wake up.
And how much experience do you have willing yourself from sleep to wakefulness?
Can't be that hard.
While you practice, perhaps you would like to hear about the consequences of your actions.
Meaning?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Sure, you're the hero.
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
Wow.
So those things have got out. You said they were
Hi,
gods.
Raiders. This is a first. I have never been raided before. Hello. Hi.
Sadistic gods.
We're
It
doing
took all my
a
power to imprison
playthrough
them millennia
of
ago, but I am certain you will be
Veilguard. Which, to be fair, I've played a lot on console already and decided to play on PC now that I have it on PC. So, welcome. Fair warning that if you haven't played this game or any of the other Dragon Age games, there's going to be a lot of, there's going to be a lot of, spoilers. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It got a lot of hate that it really didn't deserve. Like, there's some genuine criticisms of it, right? But there was a lot of very forced hate for it. And it's one of my comfort games, which is kind of why I'm playing it tonight. But thank you for the raid. It's much appreciated. All right, I'm going to be sarcastic again, because I think my boy would be very sarcastic if he's a crow that was raised by Viago.
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is
I'm
what
just sitting
I
here
know.
casually being
Helpful advice from
snarky
the elven god of, and I am quoting
at an
here,
elven god, but you know.
lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story. Elganan and Gillenade are your
You have
problem to
exchanged
solve.
verbal
This
jabs
is
with
your
Solus.
responsibility now.
And you get different things depending on how you speak.
Why tear down the veil?
You want me to take the shot?
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
And there we go.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. And it'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Alright, so for those... Yeah, that's very true, Celestial Witch. There are some genuine criticisms, especially like as someone who's played the entire series over, you know, I can see where they've been like, you know, hey, maybe you could have done this a little better or whatever. But like, there's a lot of hate that was just absolutely ridiculous. But for those who have not, for those of my watchers, I know there's a couple of you who have not played Dragon Age before. You've already seen these like conversation enders right here, but if it says more, it usually means there's some extra information that you can talk about or get or what have you. Sometimes to do with your background, sometimes to do with your race, and sometimes just generally.
What happened? I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course he wasn't
And it'll
listening.
give you little things like, hey,
He
if he's
never
feeling
does.
he let you down
Did
because
go a
you
little
supported
wrong.
him.
Yeah. Nev got everyone out, by the skin of her teeth mostly. Before you start worrying, Harding will be fine. She's made of sterner stuff than either one of us. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
And the Dragon Age franchise also does the character thing, right? Where depending on what you say or what you choose to do and stuff, it'll have your companions be like, oh, they approve, or they disapprove, or they greatly approve, or they greatly disapprove, right? So similar to the, like, granted, they started doing it, like, years and years ago. But they did it before Baldur's Gate 3, which I know y'all have played, so... I'm sorry, but I need you. It's worse than you think. You know what? think my boy would be like, I'm sorry.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have...
You worked with what you had, and you succeeded, by the way. World isn't drowning in demons.
It isn't over, though. We trapped Solus in the Fade, but something else got out. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like your impulsive rescue of those captives from the Antam slavers. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus
And there's another
mess.
thing, they do pull
You're
in
clever, adaptable, and
your
you
background
don't
and everything
know
as well,
when
like
to
he just
quit.
did there.
Rook? You're awake.
And since
I'm sorry, I
Harding
didn't mean to
was the
barge
one who
in.
came
I
with
was
us,
just
she got
looking
hurt.
for Alfred.
No, it's fine. I was just going to stretch my legs.
But if Nev came with us,
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there.
then she would have been hurt.
If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep.
There we go.
See you later, kid.
And now we're in our casual outfit, which is what we wear when we... And there's the... the Minrathis job. Technically, the plan worked. Alright. Yes, and this is where we can get our things like bonus items. There's a couple bonus items that I probably won't get until later. Yeah, same, Azu. I have, there's my boy in his regular outfit, which is, let's be real, the crow outfit is like one of the best ones in the, the crow outfit is one of the best ones in the game when it comes to the casual outfit with the leather shirt and everything. But you can actually go over here and do Mirror of Transformation, so I can actually adjust my boy's looks if I want to, again. And there are a couple things that are actually, like, from older games. Like there's some basically glamour looks that we get that are based on like Mass Effect and stuff, but I probably won't get that until a little bit later. So there's Codex. And this is what our base looks like for the moment. It's a bit of a mess. But that's alright, we didn't expect to be here. Yeah, I played, again, I've played through this multiple times on my console. And when I played the Wardens, it was just like, this is so reminiscent of Origins. It was so good. Here we are. I may have to romance Davrin though, just because, you know, our very own Warden.
Look
also
who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently. It's a lot to take in.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
And we are going to look around because there's little things you can find. I won't be able to get to all the puzzle. There's a puzzle that you can do that'll unlock a thing in here, but I won't be able to get to all the pieces of that puzzle yet. But I will get to some goodies over here. Oop. Okay, yeah. Also, if you almost miss your jump and you do that, you have a little like, oops, I'm almost falling animation. To enter the library passage, yep. So while I'm here, I'll go ahead and turn this around. Let's jump. And then, okay. Look at the map, we see there's someone to talk to here and someone to talk to here. Also, I have skills I can get. I have 3 points, good. Let's see. I am going to be going down this way to the Spellblade specialization because crows. So, I am going to go here. Well, I'm going to get most of these, honestly, because these are really good. Yeah, we'll get those 3 for now. Again, it's like the beginning, so there's only so much you can get. Yeah. I am going to talk to Nev and talk to Harding. It's optional, but I like to do all the optional stuff.
Wisps. Figures are in the Fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me. It's a start.
Oh, thank you for following. That's so sweet. I appreciate that. I'm not romancing you, Nev. You're great, but I'm not romancing you this time.
A bad start. Unless you always meet people when something's on fire.
Most of the time. It comes with the line of work.
Right. You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's?
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Lace is Harding's first name, by the way, for those of y'all who don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna go full sarcasm right
so
there.
step 1 is figure out what we're chasing.
Right. And the 20 other questions that need answers.
That's step 2.
I can see why Varric brought you on.
We've just got to start somewhere.
Yay, never proves. Okay, now we get to go talk to Harding. And you'll see this is a mess, but like, our base is going to be upgrading stuff as we go along. And what's really nice too is if you don't look at your map, you can just look up, and if these things are lit up in front of these areas, that means the person in there wants to talk to you. So you can actually have your settings such that you can be more immersed.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Oh, bye-bye.
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
I should be asking you that. I got you hurt.
This is a dangerous job. Everyone knew that signing on. There's so much to do. We have to keep going.
You don't slow down for much, do you?
Yeah, honestly, you can just flirt with basically everyone right off the bat. And
well, someone's got to keep you on your toes, old
to
man.
be fair, you can flirt with people and like
that's what
not
I'm here to
romance
do.
them. They do give you a bit of a cutoff.
That's what I
but
have to do.
just
We need to
personally,
get
I
back
prefer
to the
not
ritual site,
to
don't we?
flirt unless I know it's going to be someone I'm
stop
like
worrying about
want to
me
romance in
and
the
go
game,
do
you
that.
know.
Come get me when you're ready to go.
And honestly, I'll be real, I've already romanced Davrin in one of my other playthroughs, but I kind of really want to romance him again because, one, he's just a great character, but also, two, he's like, from what I remember, he's written by the same person who wrote Garrus in Mass Effect, and I am weak. Alright, let's talk and see what's gonna go on.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey. Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
He invaded my dream.
While I was out cold, he showed up in my dream and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
He's also trapped in some kind of prison in the Fade. Not happy about that either.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm safe on that front. I bled a little when I got knocked out. Enough that he can gripe at me, but not enough that he can make my head explode.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Oh, and I think, yeah. Yeah, see, there's a couple of options here. Yeah, he is voiced by the same guy too, and I'll be real, my first BioWare games were Mass Effect games. I loved Mass Effect. I actually have the Legendary Edition and everything, but I played that so often that I got it down to like a system. Like I knew the outcomes that I wanted and everything, and I was like, I know what I need to do to make sure everyone survives and everything like that. I loved Mass Effect. And then of course, you know, getting into Dragon Age and stuff around the same time. But yeah, I really like BioWare games in general, though I'm not entirely sure now, considering what they're doing in EA and everything. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I was really excited when I heard about the connections, because Garrus is like everyone's favorite. Even if you don't romance him in Mass Effect, he's basically everyone's favorite because he's just such a good character. But yeah, so now I have a choice here. I can choose either, hey, this isn't normal magic for being a mage, or I could choose this, which is based on me being an elf, which I'm going to choose because it makes sense, right?
The gods of my people were incredibly powerful. I don't mean they were powerful like a skilled mage. I mean they destroyed entire cities. They shattered mountains. So no, they might not literally be gods, but they're a lot worse than whatever you're thinking.
All right. Well, we've stopped the ritual, and there doesn't seem to be an immediate
Yeah,
for now. You're certain
he's
Solus
also
can't use
voicing
blood
a
magic to
companion in
affect your
Avowed
mind?
as well.
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane, 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against.
They're definitely worse than Solus, yes. Yeah, from what a little I've played of Avowed, his character in Avowed is also pretty fun. They're definitely worse than Solus.
Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganan and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
Look, Nev's right, because we do need to figure out where exactly things are and what's happening, because we kind of need to know that.
If Elganan and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
And let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Harding, you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Also, those of y'all watching who haven't played the game, if you have questions, feel free to ask and I can try to explain. Because I know there's a lot of words and stuff being thrown around that might be really confusing. Alright, let's see. No, we don't. Actually, we should probably save the game. Okay, so we don't need to talk to them. We do need to go down here, though, and find the Illuvian room. So that's down here. Also, the little details. If you notice, when he's walking, there's, hobnails in his boots, which is such a great little detail. Let's collect that. And gather team, which we only have 2 people in the team right now, so...
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlithin.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
Thank you, Celestial Witch. Much appreciated. Thank you again for the raid and the follow. I hope you have a great night.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
quiet.
Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site.
Yep, here we go.
But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
I think trouble found us.
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's... Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
Yeah, well, we tried. Yeah, and you'll notice there's quite a few references not just to earlier games, but also to things like the books. And this was the same in like Inquisition as well, but there are references to characters from the books and also the comics that focused on secondary characters doing stuff. So.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade, and some things got pulled out. Or someone's, I mean. Two of the Evanurus. Elganan and Gillenane.
Mathalanast.
the elven gods of old, the Evanurus.
If they truly have returned,
Then things just got a whole lot worse.
Yep.
I was really hoping that the Dread Wolf was lying to us about all of this.
He's the god of lies. But some things are sacrosanct, even to him. He might be a bastard, but he's a damn sight better than the Evanurus.
Yep.
there's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanurus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Belara.
No, we'll be kind of nice about this. Be like, hey, you stay and help the Veil Jumpers.
Harding, I need you to stay with Strife and Irilyn, alright?
What? No, I'm coming with you.
You're a great shot, Harding. You can help
Look,
the
they
Veil
need you.
Jumpers
It's
here.
not because
They
you're really
need you.
hurt. Honest.
Fine. Since they need me.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
We needed you to go anyway, Harding, because we're about to get another member.
Is it me? Or is there something strange about this fog?
I've never seen fog like this. Something's not right.
Alright, here we go. Oh, there's a nug. Hello?
So that suit of armor is moving.
Yep.
Here we go.
Here we go. That's all good, Azu. I'm probably going to stop here relatively soon just because I also have to go to work in the morning, so.
Where'd you come from?
Valara? Valara Luther. Strife and Irilyn sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Here's best neurodivergent girl.
Wait, I know that name, but protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. Our gods, Elganon and Gillinane, they've escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh.
Alright, Azu, have a good night. And thanks for hanging out.
For the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
Won't help. The second one.
I've had a couple of days, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
And so we're stuck.
I think I'd prefer to stay in one piece, yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out.
Valara is so good. She's such a great.
There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful.
Neurodivergent
we can find
baby.
it.
And I love her.
I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
And now we've got a 3-mage party. Alright, we'll go for a bit longer and then we'll probably save and stop.
I've been
since I do have
trying
work
to
in
get
the
to the
morning.
artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
A few dozen demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Ah, and I'm guessing it sees us as threats.
There's some wood. Get all the goodies we can to help out later. I don't want to go up by the bridge yet because I know that it's going to spawn some enemies, so... Get those goodies. I'm going to go down here.
That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it. We need to shut down the artifact first.
Ooh, got truffle. And there's stuff over here. Like, there's stuff right up there, but in order to get to it, we need to go this way. Oh, no, I want you to grab that, not jump. Probably gonna see a lot of that where I'm trying to grab stuff and I'm just
That
jump.
water just swirling into the air.
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
That's insane. treasure chest back here? I don't think there was. I always check the waterfalls just in case, because you never know. Okay, there was a letter here. Construct broke my leg. Veilguard took a blade. We can hear them above us on the bridge. Once they leave, we'll make a break for it. They can't wait for us forever, right? And they did. And you're dead. I'm sorry. We're gonna go this way. There's a nug. And it's gonna go down into the dirt. There's a thing up here. Is there a thing up there? There's a way to get up there. Yeah, because I think there's something up here. Yeah, I can tell it's time for me to start shutting things down too, just because I can feel the vertigo setting in. Thankfully I turned off motion blur, or else it would have gotten a lot worse. Something right there. I think there's something, yeah, there's something over here too. Can you tell I've played this a lot already?
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Let's deal with them.
Oh, yep, companion abilities. We're still kind of tutorialing.
Cat's got it. Go ahead and get our... Okay, what skills? Ooh, chain lightning. Yeah, let's get chain lightning. And I think... Yeah, it's already put on one of my... There we go. And I don't have any new gear yet. I have some transmog stuff that I can get to, like, make myself look good, but I think I should get in. There's a treasure chest Any
right
ideas
there.
on what the artifact we're looking for might be?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
There's a chest. Let's see what it's gonna give us.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked up.
New armor.
Not many
Good.
people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
Well, isn't this a sight?
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
It can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
Do you know what this place was?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
Yep, get over here.
No way across. Think we could make the jump?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
It is right here. Again, this is like, technically we're in the main game
Bring
now,
it over
but
here and slot
this
it
is
in.
still kind of a bit of a tutorial for things we're gonna be
And there we go. Easy.
running into.
Wow, isn't that something?
resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. Doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around here.
We're ready.
So we do that. Laura can do that.
We're not alone. Got us at range.
Trying to, and I realize and I can't do that. There we go.
That's the last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead.
Nice. I forgot that your feet are barefoot in this particular armor. Yeah, it's a great little thing, and you can
So
not only do you
you're
use
really
it in
Nev
various things,
Gallus?
but you also
the
like
detective from Minrathis?
help with
Last time I checked.
I've read
puzzles
about
and
you.
stuff in the outer
You've gone
world.
after some powerful mages before, but Fen Harel? The real Fen Harel?
And now Elganon and Gillenane, apparently.
My actual gods are out there trying to end the world, and Nev Gallus is on the case. I can't believe it.
And there's Lutara, there's Bellara fangirling over Nev. Because Nev is technically a very famous, like, detective, private eye, if you will, in Minrathis, to the point where her exploits are written about in the newspapers and stuff. And Bellara reads those. So they've got it's a whole, like, especially at the beginning, it's a whole thing. But we're gonna have to do another thing, which it is 9:53, so I may as well just stop here. We'll save the game. And I think we're gonna stop there because I do have work in the morning. Oh, I didn't exit. Did I exit the game? I did exit the game. Okay. Well, apparently I exited the game. Where I just meant to go back to the main menu, but you know, whatever. Well, thank y'all for joining me tonight with this stream. I had meant to, usually I stream on Saturdays, at least that's what I've been doing, but I had a potluck yesterday, so I wasn't actually able to do anything at home, and I got back late. So, yeah, I figured I would just stream today and do something that play something I really enjoy playing. So, thank y'all for joining me. I hope you have an excellent week. Tomorrow is Monday. I know most of us are going to be going to jobs, so, well, all of us probably are going to jobs. But I hope you have a good week and have a lovely, lovely night. All right. Night, y'all.